How to choose between simple past and present perfect. If you get confused every time you are in a conversation because you would like to use present perfect, but you always end up using simple past, this video is for you because I'm going to show you in a simple and efficient way the difference between simple past and present perfect. Coming up. Hey student, I'm teacher Prix and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. It's a new day and a new lesson for you. So if it's your first time here, thank you so much for watching. YouTube has many reports to show me people who use my channel, who watch my lessons, and more than 50% of people who watch my lessons, who share my lessons, who like my lessons, are not subscribed. So consider subscribing and become part of this beautiful community of English students. Now guys, let's dive into the content and focus on simple past, okay? One important thing that you need to understand about simple past is time expressions, my friends. Every time you are in a conversation or you're writing something in English and you want to use time expressions, that's when you know if you use present perfect or simple past. But there's a catch. If you use time expressions that indicate finished, completed periods of time, you must use simple past. So basically, the first thing that will help you choose between present perfect or simple past is the time expression. And every time you're using time expressions that indicate completed periods of time, it's no-brainer. You have to use simple past. Here are some examples. I lived in the US in 2009. So 2009 is over. It's a finished period of time. We are in 2020. Oh my God, 11 years ago. I lived in the US, in Boston, for 2 years. It was awesome. So in this case, if I am describing this experience to someone, every time I talk about a year that is finished, I have to use simple past. So I lived in Boston in 2009. Finished. Gone. Game over. Adios. So simple past. Another example that may confuse the students is the expression ago. Ago. Finished. Completed. No more. I lived in the US many years ago. So many years ago will show me that whatever year I'm talking about or whatever length I'm talking about, well, that's over. It's completed. It is a finished period of time. Therefore, I have to use simple past. I cannot use present perfect. Other common expressions: last week, last month, last year, ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 minutes ago. Finished. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. These are all time expressions that show the listener that that period of time is over. That's why, in this case, you have to use simple past. But now, Priscilla, if I can use simple past with time expressions that indicated finished periods of time, does that mean that if I am not using a time expression, I can use present perfect? Absolutely. I've lived in the US. But, Priscilla, have you lived abroad? Have you lived abroad? Yes, I have. And then I stop here because I want to continue the conversation in the real world, and I can say, in 2009, I lived in Boston. Because I answer the question, yes, I have. Then I continue and I say, in 2009, I lived in Boston. Okay? That's how it works in real life conversations, all right? So if I'm not describing a finished period of time, I can use present perfect, okay? Now, in this next part of the video, I'm going to show you some specific expressions where I can either use present perfect or simple past, depending on the idea I want to give. Now, in English, in some conversations, it is possible to use some time expressions that refer to the present, but you're giving a past idea. In this case, and I'll show you the expressions, they're very simple actually. And in this situation, you have two options. You can use present perfect or you can use simple past, okay? There are some expressions, some time expressions in English that even though they refer to the present, like today, I am able to use that expression in a conversation to refer to the past, okay? And in this case, I can either use simple past or present perfect. It depends on the idea. Because as I told you about at the beginning of this lesson, I will use simple past whenever I am describing a finished period of time. Depending on the time of the day and the idea you want to show, that expression will indicate a period of time that is not over, that is not finished yet. And that's when you will be able to use present perfect. So here's an example to help you better understand what I'm saying. Let's think of this morning, okay? Right now, as I'm recording this video, it's not morning anymore. So if I talk about something that happened in the morning, and I say this morning, it's over. Because my morning is over. But let's say I'm talking to a friend, and it's morning, and I tell my friend, oh, I haven't had breakfast this morning, but it's 10 a.m. The morning is not over. And when I say that to my friend, I might. Remember, might is to show possibility, but a very low possibility. I might still have breakfast. I have a chance of having breakfast because it's still morning. So if I tell my friend, oh, I haven't had breakfast this morning, and it's 10 a.m., he's going to say, hey, come on, go get some breakfast. I'll cover for you. I'll answer your phone calls. Don't be hungry. Eat. So these expressions like this morning, this weekend, this month, today, even though they refer to the present time, they can be used in past situations, okay? Now here, you will need to understand whether that action is over, that period of time is over, that's what I mean. If that period of time is over, or if that period of time is not over. So if I say to my friend, I didn't eat breakfast this morning, what I'm saying is, the morning is over. It's gone, and I didn't have breakfast. Ugh, damn it. However, if I say, I haven't had breakfast this morning, it's probably still morning, and I have a chance. I have a chance of having breakfast. And that's the idea, okay? Now, as you have noticed, I'm not describing structure here in this lesson. I have an entire playlist where I talk about present perfect, I show you the structure, I give even more explanations about present perfect. This is supposed to be a short and sweet lesson where I tell you the biggest difference, which is the time expression, okay? Time will determine whether you use present perfect or simple past. Basically, that's what's going to help you understand if you should use present perfect or not, okay? Is it a finished period of time? Goodbye, present perfect. Welcome, simple past. Now, time for a quiz. As you can see here on the screen, you will find 5 short dialogues or sentences. What do you have to do? Well, that is very simple. You are going to choose between simple past or present perfect and post your answers in the comments. So try to do this exercise. If you didn't understand, watch this lesson again. If you want more lessons about present perfect, check my channel. There are many lessons here about present perfect and simple past as well. Other than that, share, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.